Hello, my name is Sienna Price. I am totally blind. I am on the autism spectrum and I have complex PTSD. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about this thing that I'm wearing, which is a weighted blanket. Now, what are the benefits of weighted blankets? So, weighted blankets can help people who have a hard time sleeping. They can help with anxiety, they can help with depression, they can help with PTSD. They even can help those with ADHD and autism. Now, I've been using my weighted blanket consistently for the past, I think I got it I want to say 6 years ago or something like that. And I have been using it throughout the night, but the only problem is I've gotten so hot underneath that plus the comforter, so I've had to kick off the weighted blanket. But lately I have been using it without the comforter, and I have not had to take it off at all. And I haven't really seen a change in my sleep pattern. The only thing I've noticed is it just keeps me more grounded, basically. And weighted blankets have helped me with my PTSD. They have helped me with my anger and my stress. And I had to use mine. I've been using mine today because I've been kind of stressing out today. I don't even know why, but I have. But the weighted blanket does help, and I often use it when I'm sitting in my sensory pea pod, which is what I'm sitting in right now. And I like to use my weighted blanket and meditate and listen to soundscapes. So how did I get into weighted blankets? So when I was in first grade, my occupational therapist who worked at the school provided me with a weighted blanket. And I remember there were times in first grade where I would just have meltdowns. And my teacher who worked with me plus the first grade class and my teacher's aide would put me in one of those rolling desk chairs and wheel me to what they called the timeout room. And their way of timeout was the cool down room, basically. And there would be times where I would sit in the chair, but there were times where I was adamant and didn't want to sit in the chair, so I would just basically pick myself up out of the chair and throw myself just full body onto the floor. And they let me lay on the floor. They didn't mind it, but my teacher's aide asked me if I wanted the weighted blanket. And of course I said yes. She came and put the weighted blanket over top of me. And I remember just laying there with that weighted blanket on top of me, and it almost felt like I was calming down. So years down the road, I thought to myself, I think it would be cool to buy myself a weighted blanket. I think it would help me tremendously. And I think I did the right thing, honestly. And I want to give people some tips about the weighted blanket before anyone buys one. So when you buy a weighted blanket, consider getting one that's 10% of your body weight. So for me, I want to say approximately 140 something pounds. So I got a 15-pound weighted blanket. If you're 170 something pounds, maybe go for a 20-pound weighted blanket. Don't use a weighted blanket if you have sleep apnea, type 2 diabetes. I think they've said asthma. But I mean, I had asthma when I was younger, and I still was allowed to use the weighted blanket, and it never caused me any problems. So I mean, every person's different, but those are the things that you should really consider when getting a weighted blanket. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.